guys, it's your boy Suave Boom here with another ASMR video. I am doing an oldie but goodie. If you're American and you remember these as a kid, it's the classic Sloppy Joes with tater tot meal that we've all had and loved. So I wanted to do my take of what I used to eat, or how I used to eat Sloppy Joes. One of my best friends growing up, Mike, in my old neighborhood when I used to go to his old house, he would put sharp cheddar cheese on the bottom bun and then put the Sloppy Joe meat on top of that and then the bun. That's what I did here. But I have tater tots, ketchup, Sloppy Joes. For those of you that don't know, it's hard to explain, but it's pretty much just ground beef with a certain type of sauce. I guess it's like tomato sauce, but it doesn't taste like it. It tastes like a mix of barbecue sauce with other seasonings and then it's like cut up onions and peppers and jalapenos, which I don't do any of that. I just add the sauce out of a can. That's, the funniest thing. I was talking to Little Miss Teacher earlier, and she was saying, isn't it better just from scratch, like making it from scratch? I'm like, I don't know anybody that makes Sloppy Joes from scratch. But what she thought, because she's from the UK, she thought the meat was in the can. Cochina. No, it's not. It isn't. You just buy, I use Manwich Sloppy Joe sauce. You buy the meat separately, you brown the meat, and then you season the meat with any type of all-purpose seasoning. I use adobo, Goya adobo, and the ground beef I buy is 80/20, so it has a good amount of fat in it to give it some taste. And then after the meat is browned, I add the sauce, and that's how you have Sloppy Joes, and then you add it to a regular hamburger bun. Anyways, got me a Coke right here. I'm so excited to eat these. I was originally just gonna make 2 of them, but the hamburger buns looked really small. But now that I made them, it's a lot. Let me show you. Alright guys, let's get into it. They don't call them Sloppy Joes for nothing, right? Oh my god, so good. You know when you eat something and it just brings you back to certain memories. a shout out spree lately, so I figured I'd do a couple shout outs. Shout out to my homegirl Peachy Panda. I'm throwing down a big ass bowl of something. I don't know what it was. It was like raw fish with rice, and you know, it looked fucking delicious. But she does not play around. I know a lot of girls like that, man, who are like super little and tiny, but they just throw down. That's a good look. So shout out to Peachy Panda. Go check her shit out. Comment, subscribe, show her some love. Also want to shout out a good friend of mine, ASMR Janita. That's in all caps, ASMR _ and then lowercase CHINITA, ASMR Janita. If you like videos of girls driving illegally, and when I say illegally, I mean driving a vehicle while eating, filming herself, doing makeup. Let me stop. I'm just kidding. Well, I'm not. Like, she actually made a video of her driving illegally like that. Oh, in my state, it's not legal. I know. I almost said your name there for a second. I almost said your real name there for a second. Anyways, shout out to ASMR Janita. Go check out her shit. And shout out Whisper Wolf. That's a whisper. Wolf. Wolf is spelled WOLFFE. She makes a lot of weird tapping and crinkling, scratching videos. Who am I to make fun of that, though? You know, you guys are watching me eat. I watch people eat. That's weird too, right? So I get it. But every now and again, when she makes an eating video, yo, they come out pretty bomb. Also, guys, I want to recognize a few people that I don't know, remember who they are, but people have been commenting, "Why do you talk so much? Stop talking and just eat the food." Listen, guys, if you don't like me talking a lot and you want me to get back to eating, why don't you just go ahead, watch the whole video, and then bitch about it in my comment section. I'm not one of those ASMR artists that's gonna sit here and be like, "Oh, if you don't like my video, if you don't like my channel, just go on to another channel if you don't like it." Because you know what? That's wishful thinking. You're never gonna do that. You're gonna sit here, watch this whole 15 minutes, and bitch about it in my comment section. Now, aren't ya? Aren't ya? Aren't ya? Before I forget, because I did in the video earlier, I made a video this morning, but for some reason it wouldn't upload. I don't know why. And I answered a friend of mine's question. A friend of mine. I don't even talk to her. I don't even know her like that. Anyway, Christiana Mooney. She asked me a little while ago, what was it like growing up with my background being Mexican, and you know, moving to the States. Was I born in the States? Am I from here? Well, I was born in Mexico. I moved to New England when I was about 2-3 years old. Hispanic neighborhood, the hood. And growing up in that type of neighborhood helped me keep, with speaking Spanish. I mean, I was 3 years old, but growing up year after year after year, now when I speak in Spanish, my dialect is very similar to the way Puerto Ricans talk or Dominicans talk, because I grew up around that. That's all I know. So when I moved to Alabama from New York, and I talk to Mexicans here, the majority of the Hispanic community here in the South is Mexican, and I'm talking about like off the boat Mexican. They look at me like, are you eres mexicano? And I look at them like, pues sí, soy mexicano. Pero tú no hablas, tú no hablas español como mexicanos. They say that I don't speak like Mexicans, that I speak very Puerto Rican. My dialect, my slang is very Puerto Rican. So those were the effects of that. But she also asked me if I had any pressures in school from my family, because she did, being that her mother is Korean. And yeah, there was definitely a lot of pressures, because they upped and moved their whole life to the States. So there was this pressure for, we didn't move to this country so you can just party and whatever. So, I did become like an honor roll student, and I did very well in school. I ended up getting into this program called, it was for kids that lived in the inner city. They were honor roll students. And if they were lucky enough to get into this certain program that I got into, they bus you from the inner city to like 2 towns over to like the suburbs, where the majority of the people at that high school was white. So my sophomore year, I started going to almost all white high school, which was hilarious, because eventually when they all got to know me, we all got along and it was cool. But all the white kids at that school, they looked at our bus, the inner city kid bus, as like we're like the thugs, because we're all like black and Hispanic. And well, they didn't know that we're the nerdy honor roll students from like the inner city schools. But they looked at us like we were like, yo, what up, homie? What's the deal? Yo, square up, square up. Like they thought we were that, but we weren't at all. But I think that was such a blessing to be in that program, because it allowed me to make friends with other types of people, and that's why I'm so open-minded now with meeting anybody, because there's really cool people from every nationality, background, ethnicity, whatever you want to call it, and there's also a bunch of ignorant people at the same time. I hope that kind of answers what you were asking me, but I think that's pretty cool. I think I'm going to start doing that in future videos. If you have any questions for me, put them in the comments below. I'll pick like the best one, and I'll answer one question per video for future videos. But anyways, guys, I ate 2 Sloppy Joes. I'm not hitting up this. This is the show Sloppy Joe for the camera. Anyways, guys, thumbs up the video if you like it, thumbs down if you don't. Comment, subscribe, and we will see you guys later on. Alright, guys, peace.